Welcome back, everybody. This is the James Dixon Podcast. I am your host, James David Dixon. When Mother Teresa got her ministry rolling in Calcutta, India, soon it attracted the world's attention. And then soon after that, people came from across the world to come to Calcutta to help Mother Teresa with what she was doing. And Mother Teresa always had a piece of advice for these people: go back home, find your own Calcutta. It wasn't that she didn't need the help, it's that she knew wherever those people were coming from, they were stepping over problems in their personal life, in their family life, in their community to come all the way a world away to Calcutta to join her. And it's funny in life how people will often join and glom on to an ongoing success rather than start up something in their own backyard. I'd modify what Mother Teresa said, and I would root it to the Bible, and I would say, find your own Goliath. You know the story of David and Goliath in 1 Samuel 17. And you also know that if there were no Goliath, there would be no King David. There was no way for a shepherd boy of small stature to rise to king, but for putting down Goliath. And that same theme repeats throughout the Bible. If Joseph is not sold into slavery by his brothers, he wouldn't be in Egypt to save his brothers during a time of famine. Jesus, had there been no crucifixion, there could be no resurrection. In the secular world, Ryan Holiday said it best: the obstacle is the way. Well, the obstacle is my way this year. I found my Goliath. It's the Democrat Media Alliance that's running Michigan into the ground. This Democrat Media Alliance and their many failures are why we spend record money on schools, yet our kids can't read. It's why our energy bills are high, even though reliability is poor, even though our electricity tends to go out on the hottest and coldest days of the year when we need desperately for it to work. And it's why Michigan lets foreigners onto our voting rolls and into our voter booths. None of these are accidents. None of these are failures by bureaucrats who are just trying their best but coming up short. No, Michigan's collapse is a controlled demolition. It's done by people. People had to press that little button to make the buildings go boom. And so that's why I'm hitting the road to talk about it. This year, in 2026, I'm going to crisscross Michigan on the Make Politics Local Again tour. If you know me personally, you know I'm a homebody by nature. My idea of a good time is a movie night at home with my beautiful wife. But I will leave my home again and again this year to tell the stories that will save our state. I laid down a gauntlet that I call the Dixon Declaration. If you can get 10 Republicans in a room, I will come talk to them. I will explain to the Duggan Curious Republican that Mike Duggan, the trans independent, is actually the same left-wing Democrat he always has been. I will explain how Jocelyn Benson, our Secretary of State, has weakened election integrity in Michigan and how that's an extension of the Democrat view in favor of open borders. Open borders at the southern border, open ballot booths in Michigan. And I will help my neighbors see that any Republican who survives the primary is going to be our best chance to save Michigan. This is not the time for reasons why not. This is the time for join or die. They understood it during the American Revolution. You're going to need to understand it during the Michigan Revolution. So I found my Goliath, and I'm hitting the road all year to take him on, to encounter him, and to ultimately kill him on election day. I've heard it said that God doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called. My message for you today is to find your own Goliath. If you don't know what God wants from you or for you, ask him. If you don't know what God wants for or from you, ask him. And when he tells you, pick up those smooth stones that are near you, whether they're love, whether they're truth, whether they're dollars, and start slinging them. Find your own Goliath.